Good evening, everyone. Daniel Miller here. Thank you so much for coming and joining my Destiny 1 broadcast yet again. We are starting at our usual hour, and we have plenty of great news to tell you. As you know, today is the big day for Destiny 2 Forsaken fans, and indeed for anyone who is a fan of Destiny World. As you know, the season of the Forge has begun today, and with it a new season of Bungie store swag, as well as the chance to get the exclusive First to the Forge Destiny 2 in-game emblem. So if you were to go to Twitter, you'll be able to see some of the postings on Bungie. And like we said many times before, the next generation of online gaming is beginning today. We've had our wallpapers that look like advent calendars, with different dates allocated and different bits indicated for all of us to keep in our diaries for many months to come. Indeed, Season of the Forge is the new way through which we are to experience Destiny 1, 2 and maybe 3 when it comes out. We have to get our season pass on Forsaken 2, Destiny Forsaken, and then we are able to access all the new content and downloadables, as well as extra kit gear challenges and all the niceties which Bungie had prepared for us. So they said that the Black Armory doors were open today, and the weekly reset was Flashpoint on Mars, Crucible playlist, Showdown, and Nightfall was Strange Terrain, Exodus Crash, and the Hallowed Lair. So as you know, we have plenty to look forward to. It all began today, and I know for certain that some of my friends and community members, the Destiny veterans, already had engaged with all of the niceties. So if you've done so, please let us know here through the chat, or indeed through Twitter or Instagram, and tell us, describe us how the season is progressing. What niceties are you looking forward to acquire? What are the things that you're really excited about? How is it all going? Are you loving it? Are you liking it? Or are you just not liking it at all? Let us know. Either way, we are going to be very interested to hear. We had lots of discussion during the last couple of nights on Season of the Forge coming from the veterans, and I had 2 or 3 emails today coming from Finland and Norway saying that they were very grateful to hear from the veterans and the descriptions on the season. They were really equally excited to experience it. I think some of the guys said that they're still saving the money before Christmas in order to buy themselves a lovely Christmas present, which is going to be this Bungie's season pass for Destiny Forsaken, and they're all saving the money in order to be able to get there. So for anyone out there who is watching and listening, please do let us know how you're finding it so far today on our Big D Day, and the day where Season of Forge had begun. We know from the calendar that there are lots of different things to come in many days and months ahead of us, and we are very excited to be able to engage with some of the new content, some of the new armory and extra kit before Christmas. But coming back to Destiny, we had played yesterday some of the last sections of House of Wolves. My hunter character is doing rather well, progressing forward to the level 40, just 2 levels left still, and 184 light acquired already. I have to say that by battling the missions recently during the last few days, I was acquiring very little kit, and therefore my light had not been significantly increased. And I think that I'm being reminded by some of the veterans that this was indeed a serious problem after the DLC content came out initially. Lots of veterans and lots of Destiny fans complained about House of Wolves not having the final cutscene, and I was under the impression that I would get it. So I played my hunter through the Prison of Elders initially by myself, even for 2 nights in a row, and I was completely unable to finish the task when I had to destroy the enemy and disable or destroy the mines. Well, the reason was quite simple. As one of my friends, iGoose, joined me yesterday, I discovered that this mission was particularly well designed for at least 2 players in the fire team, because one, of course, would be distracting the enemy, whilst the other would hit the mines. Doing it by itself is extraordinarily difficult, and I had set up this challenge for myself, in order to polish up my skill, to see how far I got with Destiny. And I have to say, by halfway through the session yesterday, I was getting a bit tired and frustrated, knowing that perhaps it was very, very difficult for me to do it. And then I discovered that the other factor there was that if I was to do that mission by myself, I would have to be a lot more powered to what I am at present. I would need to have exotic weapons and those which could destroy the mines literally with a single shot, and that was definitely not the case, as I had automatic weapons that even with 2 magazines were not able to destroy the mines. So that meant being more exposed to the enemy fire, and therefore I was disabled and killed. Therefore I had to start from scratch. Well, I'm not generally that keen on death matches. I'm not the kind of person who kind of enjoys doing the same mission again and again. But in Destiny 1, this is a good challenge, and certainly after, a certain hour, it's quite good to enhance one's own skills and literally master some of the controls, and this is what I was doing. I felt perhaps not so successfully at the end of the night, but ultimately the results were there, and together with Agus we completed the challenge. I collected some of the kit, I got some really extra brownie points for my efforts, and then we unlocked the second section, which was pointing us to the Taken King, and we are now continuing, or I should say we are proceeding with the Taken King DLC content as Hunter Human Male. We completed one mission yesterday. It was fairly brief and highly enjoyable. It provided me with a good variety after engaging with that prison fellas for 2 nights on the trot, and tonight we'll continue with the Taken King missions. I just want to let you know that I had also started playing Fortnite and the Division, and I have to say, after discussing the Division with lots of my colleagues and friends, I was able to engage in full, and really this is a really absolutely amazing tactical shooter game. Beautiful design with fantastic visuals. New York never looked more deadly and beautiful at the same time, as you can see it in the Division, and we are obviously very eager to see its sequel, which is going to be coming out at some point this year. We did see the Division 2 gameplay and a couple of trailers during the E3 a few months back, and I'm playing now the Division 1 at the moment. Before I start streaming it, as it is the case with some of those tactical shooters, I'd like to really polish up some skills, but we are going to be streaming the Division and Fortnite very soon, so you'll have a bit of a variety, but our focus solely and squarely remains on our Destiny world, which is the backbone of this channel, and indeed the backbone of our wonderful online community. So for anybody who played the Division already, let me know how you found it. We are going to be able to discuss quite a lot in the future, and we'll have a lot of gameplay. And indeed, as you know, similar to Destiny, the Division is a tactical FPS and a tactical shooter and a multiplayer, and we are going to be able to play in teams, sometimes teams of 4, which is obviously very exciting, and then strategize and consider different ways through which we can neutralize our adversaries and opponents. There are lots of different sections in the Division, so equally to Destiny, we are going to have a lot of entertainment, a lot of good fun, and having 2 or 3 games on offer could sometimes be very entertaining for some of the veterans. I do know for certain that lots of people who play Destiny 1 and 2 are also great fans of the Division, so it's no surprise that I brought it in on recommendation of some of the veterans. And indeed, the game I kind of want to play for quite some. The Division is a Ubisoft game, and if you are a member of Ubisoft Club, then you can get some extra skins, some extra gear for free, and you can be using some of the brownie points and experience points for various other goodies. So having everything integrated at once is truly amazing, and I really applaud Ubisoft for doing that. I actually acquired Splinter Cell outfit, which I'm going to be wearing during some of the missions, and I was a very great hardcore fan of Splinter Cell when released on PlayStation, of course, and I played it both on PlayStation and Xbox for quite a few years in all of its formats and installments, and Sam Fisher remains one of my favorite stealth gaming characters of all times. Right, without further ado, we are now going to proceed with our Hunter Human Male, and indeed the characters can be played by DRBMiller, in other words, myself. There we are, opinion of it. Let's have a look where we need to go in order to proceed further. There were some leftovers last night, I think, and I'll just quickly check my progress. But before that, I want to make sure. So this is peculiar, because this game is sometimes switching this from closed to friends only, and actually should be simply this option, which is invitations only. Nothing else at all. So I'm not sure as to why the game by default is constantly changing these options, but my preference is always for the invitations. The reason is very simple. This is a public broadcast, and having people coming in randomly does not help anyone, and particularly if some of those people coming in are chasing down scores and are not interested in co-op, which indeed is usually greatly appreciated by the viewers, meaning that we want to see a three-piece playing together, strategizing. And if you watched Igus and myself playing yesterday, you would have seen the tactics we deployed, which obviously were very successful, and that is what we want to see in our broadcast. So therefore I have the fire team set for the option which is invitation only. We are going to have a look at our quests, and we had started with the Taken King. So we need to collect some bounties. I need to always remind myself of that. And after completing the Coming War, which was first of all having a prelude of fantastic cinematics, it was probably the most beautiful cinematics in the entire game, you know, with the war taking place in Yulbit and certain ships being destroyed and the Dark Prince there being the leader of that squadron. It just looked like something out of Star Wars, but taken on a very, very high level, and I just loved it. And after that we completed the mission The Coming War, which was, you know, fairly brief, and now we have to go to Cade and talk to him. So off we go, and we'll go to the tower in order to debrief and acquire some kit, and then proceed with our adventures. So stand by. For all of you interested, I had posted quite a few screenshots of Destiny and the Division on my Twitter, so you can have a look. You see what these screenshots were. I was very pleased to have acquired my first trophy already in the Division, and it's nicely pasted there. I've not been acquiring many trophies as Hunter so far, I have to admit. The reason for that is obviously as Warlock I collected very many, but I'm hoping that some of the lovely Hunter trophies will also be showing up very, very soon. Mesa 316 is here. Hello, how are you doing? Very good to see you. Thank you for coming, thank you for watching my broadcast, also for being a part of our community. Mesa 316 is asking, what system are you playing this game on? Presently, it's going to be for about 6 months. 3 months have gone already. We have probably until early next spring, and then we are going to be again starting, or I should say restarting, with PC and Xbox streams as well. But at the moment it's all about PS4 and everything that this console has to offer, inclusive of PlayStation Now services, which I've been promoting recently. What system are you on, Mesa? Are you on PlayStation 4, or perhaps on Xbox, or even on PC? Coming back to my earlier words, I was just saying that there are some interesting screenshots both of Destiny and the Division posted to Twitter, so you can have a look. And in addition to that, I would like to pronounce some of the new members of our community, so bear with me. There's been a lot of activity on Twitter and on Instagram. So let me just get the Instagram up and running, and I'll tell you who the new members are. And I just wish to thank every single person who has been supporting my channel, communicating and interacting, not just on Twitch or through gameplay, but literally on every other forum. That include Twitcher, Twitcher. That is a new forum, Twitcher. Have you heard of that? Twitcher. It sounds like The Witcher. But what I was to say is Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram and YouTube. So it's quite a variety of different outlets of DRBMiller gaming, and you can have a look. Really, each one of them is catering for different taste and different preference. So let's have a look. We've had Laura and Adim coming in, so thank you for that on Instagram. Quarter Press Pictures have been following me on Instagram, so thank you for that. Nicole Lime is following me on Instagram. Clay's Tales following me on Instagram. Screamer Mercy, Ian Young, thank you all for your contribution, for your liking, and also for some of your comments. Moigus Play and Zato Chenik. Was that Zato Chenik? I think Zato Chenik. Thank you very much for your comments. And R-Class Engrave, Volk TV, and 15 others have joined. So let's have a look who these others are. Well, we already had mentioned Quarter Press Pictures and Nicole Line. We have R-Class Engrave, we have Walk TV, we have Miss Scarlet Wolf, we have Ditio, we have Tales of Tamriel, Dilgaf LTD, we have Catherine Diaz, we have Claudia Voigt, we have HDR, Freak, American TV, Lissandra Arizumi, Titui, and the list goes on and on. Thank you so much for coming to my Instagram, for interacting, for being a member of this community, and continuously showing interest in my broadcasts and online gaming. So thank you so much for that. On Instagram we have some new postings. They are of the Black Armory, related to Destiny 2 Forsaken and Season of the Forge. We have 2 advent calendars issued by Destiny and Bungie a couple of days ago. They could be literally just downloaded and then used as your guide for all the niceties that are to come. We'll have 3 seasons, as you know. Season of the Forge started today. We'll have Season of the Drifter starting in March. And after that we'll have a Season of the Unknown, so far, or unmentioned, starting in June. And let's just have a look quickly at what's happening today. Well, actually that is more to do with the season rule, but in here Valanda Forge had started. So Valanda Forge is what happened today. You should double check that on Season of the Forge. December the 4th was the date where we would engage with Valanda Forge. So obviously it is there, and if anyone has gone and tried it, then just send us a tweet or let us know how it went. We are going to be very, very interested to hear that. And then we have a very nice slide of Collector's Edition of Destiny: The Taken King. It's one of the best Collector's Editions that Bungie had released, and it contains all sorts of goodies, from Destiny Taken King to the extra bits, which are limited edition steelbook case. We have the Collector's Edition box, we have a collection of relics and artifacts, we have a modified Treasure Island book with Cade's personal notes and illustrations, we have a paper map which is very large, we have all the expansion sets, expansion 1 and 2, plus the base game Destiny, early access weapons pack. We have VIP rewards, and I will tell you what they include. They include Sparrow, Armor Shader, Year 1 Emblem, and you have a level 30 players of existing expansion 1 and 2, and the owners are still to receive a special Founders Fortune pack. And then we have also some Collector's Edition digital content. They include 3 armor shaders, we have 3 class specific emotes, 3 exotic class items with continuous XP bonuses, and all other goodies. Absolutely beautiful. For anyone who's a Destiny fan, this is to be your bread and butter. And underneath of that there is a message coming from myself, dedicated to all of my community members, and it says: a very big thank you to all of my community members. Your support, help and advice during my first 3 months of broadcasting have been extraordinary and truly astonishing. By supporting this channel, you also helped and encouraged all other online Twitch entrepreneurs. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. So this is a message to all of our community members and everyone who contributed, be it through comments, views, you know, basically being here and engaging with other players, doing some co-op with me, or indeed by donating. I received a few donations during last week and people bought some bits and cheers. So thank you for all of that. As I said, This is supporting not just myself, but all the other Twitch online entrepreneurs and streamers. So keep this in mind when you use bits and you post them to other people's channels. You're helping every one of us 24/7 by doing so. They're very, very easy to acquire. There are lots of different bits to choose from. So one of the probably most common ways of supporting Twitch streamers is by using bits and cheers, and I could see that some of my friends have been doing so, and I'm very, very grateful for that, so thank you. We've gone through all the news. These are all the announcements, and as I said, you could have a look at Instagram, and you'll find some very interesting postings in there. Lots of concept art. I will be posting a lot of the Division concept art tomorrow as I started playing the game today, and we are going to be able to connect with that game as well, and Ubisoft Club and all the other niceties. We've been engaging with Bungie quite a lot during the last few months, but you know, the other games are there as well, and some of the other developers are equally interesting, providing us with lots of goodies. Right, without further ado, we are to do some admin, and we don't have to do any of that here. We are progressing. Let's see if the postmaster doesn't want to talk to us. We still have to go upstairs, but firstly we are going to talk to Cade. Cade is the person to speak to in order to progress with our missions, so just bear with us. There we are, eagerly sprinting to our commander to find out what he has to say and whether he will give us some rewards as we completed some of those very, very difficult missions.
True.
The Barons don't know.
But she never faced the Cabal, did she?
There's the Guardian I've been looking for. Look, only way to stop the Taken is to get you on the Dreadnought.
I've got a plan, but we'll need some specialized kind of gear. Lucky for us, I spent years prepping for, let's say, special circumstances. So we're going to continue.
We need a stealth drive. I've got one hidden in the...
Cade, what are you whispering?
Nothing? Nothing. I'll contact you in the Cosmodrome.
Just like Igoose said yesterday, by doing this we have unlocked Cosmodrome, we unlocked Dreadnought, and that was the last task given to us by Petra, and we are going to be able to proceed tonight with those missions. Yesterday I wondered, well, let's have a look. Your rank with this faction has increased. You've been doing good work out there, Hunter. Word spreads, but hey, I'm not jealous or anything. Here, take this, might come in handy. So we have some Vanguard weapons, Vanguard Chroma or Vanguard armor. It is a prerogative that we get some better quality automatic weapons, because the ones I had yesterday, well, I quite like them, but they were grossly underpowered for the enemies in Prison of Elders, and I really need to have at least one good automatic weapon with proper perks and the adequate level of attack points, because presently my automatic weapons are well below the upper attack points standards, and I just have like 109 on Sahara and 130 or 140 on Quagmire, and it just didn't seem to be strong enough, whilst I kept collecting hand cannons, and have to say I didn't find them particularly useful in some of the missions where I was attacked by drones, and by great number of enemies attacking me in droves, and therefore I really wanted another automatic weapon, but I couldn't get it. So let's see whether in this instance we have competitor match. I think that's a cloak, strange coin, and might of flight. No weapons again. And we have two missions emerging in here, right? So we're going to have a look first of all whether that Dreadnought has been unlocked. Cade's Stash is the next mission. Ascend the colony ship in the Cosmodrome in search of Cade's lost cache. Complete mission, Cade's Stash. So quite frankly, we're not going to accept this mission at the moment, right? Because we need to first of all complete the one that we were given. We come back for the new one, and we have 190, 190. Right, so let's have a look at the character and see whether We already have 198 in there, and also we have some really good perks on this. Super energy from melee kills. Look at that. Looks absolutely amazing. Take a shot of that actually. Really like the look of me. Sinner Lamprey. So we are not bothered about the helmet. And 190, 180, but I think the rest we have is, yeah, stronger than that, so we don't need any of that. What's this? 195, 192. See, we have one of the very best Imminent War Vests chest armor pieces in here, but I couldn't really upgrade it as yet. I mean, I couldn't really infuse it as yet, and that was causing me some concern, but we'll get there. Just absolutely keep it. It's you know, it's a true treasure. Etheric light, I mean. Yeah, which I do not have presently. This cloak is 250 defense, so it's extraordinarily similar to the other. And quite frankly, the other cloaks we are now going to be dismantling because they are of no use to us anymore. Okay. Let's see, we've got this brand new one, which is short and crisp. And has some interesting perks as well. Pulse rifle focus. I'm not using pulse rifle as much. Well, I can see that as hunter I'm collecting many more hand cannons and sidearms, and my veteran friends said that I really need to be using the best ones and then putting some perks on them, and they said they're particularly good for headshots. Well, I agree, they're very good for headshots if you are having few enemies attacking you, but if you have half dozen coming in your way. What is going on? I think Destiny servers are really having some problems tonight. Been booted out already 2 or 3 times. But to be honest with you, what we need to do is we need to go, I think, to Dreadnought, and you know, we need to really pursue the mission in there, Kate Stash. Not Dreadnought, it's Cosmodrome. Also, I'm not sure as to why the Shadow Thief strike, which myself and Igus completed twice, is still showing here as unfinished. I don't understand why. And I do know that with the reef we have some money to collect in that, so maybe what we can do is we'll go back to the tower and purchase some extra bits from our gunsmith, and then we'll collect some bounties as well. I think that's the idea. It's gonna be a long night, we'll have plenty to do. Last night was a very quiet night for some reason, don't know why. Well, tonight probably is going to be even quieter because everyone who had bought Season Pass or is just about to buy it has gone to Season of the Forge and exploring all the niceties there. So, you know, today is the big day for all of us Destiny fans. And I think everyone is going to be investing their time and the effort and the skill in that season. There we are, back on Earth. back on Earth and proceeding. I have to say that I discovered in the Division that in order to get my character to run, I have to be pressing L3 really hard, and I do have a problem with that, because if you play Destiny for more than 3 hours, and if you are doing, you know, Prison of Elder style missions, you will have to have your character run, you know, run all the time. And when you keep pressing L3, you will develop some pains in your muscles. It's not just a thumb; it's the entire left arm, as well as the muscle on your spine. And wish they would work out a different sort of method of controls. I've seen on Fortnite it's much easier and smoother. Just push the L3 towards the front and there's no need to be pressing it and the character runs. Why couldn't they make it like this in Destiny?
Well, good time to come.
Yeah, so let's have a look. So some weapons. Well, they're not too bad actually. Magazine 36. Absolutely.
Got to keep this one clean or it jams.
And then we'll take primary telemetry. We'll have special telemetry. Heavy
Someone
telemetry.
who knows what they need. Good choice.
We have to spend a bit of that money because let's face the facts.
Good eye.
I simply could not collect any more. So we'll take some.
We done here.
Want to bring it down to below. Yeah, that would be better.
Yes.
And we'll go to our bounty tracker and collect some bounties.
All Guardians, please report any information on Oryx to the Vanguard.
We certainly shall, bounty tracker. Thank you for your recommendation and reminder. But at the moment what I do need is some bounties, so will you be able to offer some? And he says, indeed, my dear sir, I can offer you Exploding Light, which is for 20 grenade kills.
Checking. Confirmed.
Then Elixir Hunting, which is for 54 in defeat.
Acknowledged.
Heavy Duty Models, which is for 10 Vex Majors Ultras.
Acknowledged.
And Venus Reconnaissance, which will collect resources, resource nodes, open chests and kill enemies and means.
Check.
So we've taken all of those, and as you can see the other bounties are for Crucible, which we are not doing at the moment.
Goodbye.
So all of that has been sorted and we are now more than ready to proceed, but I think I want to talk to the speaker, if that is the person who wants to speak to us. He may well be the leader of the faction as well. So we'll find out very shortly who that is and what they want. Look at that ship in there. Going out. Disappeared even before us. So it is actually Iraq Jalal. He will want to speak to us, perhaps reward us as well.
What brings you here?
Good evening, sir. Thank you for your kind news. Your rank with this faction has increased. Thank you, Guardian. Thanks to you, the way grows clearer. Iraq Jalal. So we'll try to get, again, some weaponry. We got Strange Coin and Might of Light. Fair enough. And we'll purchase some of those.
Good choice. Excellent.
So we are well stocked up with all the niceties and all the goodies. We'll have a look at that again. And indeed, we have now this new weapon, and I'm quite curious how this weapon is going to perform. Rate of fire seems to be moderate, and magazine is of 36. I wish I had this weapon earlier on, whilst fighting those enemies in our Prison of Elders. Let's have a look at that sniper as well. So, can we infuse? thought we should be able to infuse. No? Fair enough, we'll put the other sniper back on. Oh, no, it's primary. Okay. So it's 200. 200. Zen Monument. That's already equipped. Right, we'll see. Hacky Test A. Okay. Saris 182. Okay. Quagmire I used extensively. Well, it looks like I'll have to say goodbye to our Sahara. Sahara is now too weak compared to 200. Beast Stranger's Rifle, Pulse Rifle, Quagmire will leave just in case. Okay, so that's fine. And then let's have a look at our snipers in here. 185. 182, 140 we don't really need. 197 shotgun. Shotgun. 172 sniper. Chandra Gupta, we don't really need anymore. 182, 175 fusion rifle as well. I've really never got to like those fusion rifles, I have to admit, but we'll keep it on for now. Or maybe not, we'll get rid of it, because there'll be other weapons to collect in those missions out there as well. And this one as well, don't want it. It'll be a bit lighter. And Planetary 172. Okay, that's machine gun. 193, 172. Okay, we'll take that one. 192 rocket launcher, 197. Either CSM machine gun, 193. I'll keep those two just in case. The Dream Waker, 160. So let's see. The Dreamwaker is very, very good, and we will need to really upgrade it as well. 197. .197 attack. Okay, so inventory. Lots of goodies out here. Once we get to the planet, then we'll take some of the consumables, and that's going to be special ammo synthesis, I think. Primary telemetry as well. Just to make sure that we are... Okay, we'll take that as well. Which is blue polyphage, and we can use it by Fargoys to gather more glimmer from ex-enemies. But actually even consider whether ex-enemies are going to be coming, and already we need to consider where they're going to be coming from.
Spread the word.
I shall do, sire. Farewell, my lord. Farewell.
Are you ready to join the Armada?
See, I rarely went down here. This is like a really nice area. So there's a small kitchen. People can come here and have a bite to eat.
It's an honor, Guardian.
So long, my friends. I'm off to other battles.
Good morning, Guardian.
Who is that? Just equipping those.
Outbound FWC Hawk, you are cleared for launch. Good luck.
Much prefer when I'm just walking like out, and I'd be pressing up L3.
He claimed it. We need it. Guardian, are you interested in joining us? It's near.
Do not see much from here. However, we can see ships coming and going, so that's equally exciting. Okay, my friends, we are now going to be pursuing some action, so stand by and be ready for some juice.
Whistle protocol broken.
There we are. So off we go. Up in orbit. There we are. Our next destination is going to be here, which is Kate's Stash, Old Russia, Earth, level 26 story. Send a colony ship in the Cosmodrome in search of Kate's lost cache. Off we go. Looks like in a little while we'll be able to access those impossible bits of gear. We are going to be able to access the impossible difficulty level. And that
Turns out Crota does have a
challenging.
father. His name is Oryx, and he's come all this way to kill you. We're not gonna let him. Oryx controls the Taken from a dreadnought near Saturn, but we can't get close without a stealth drive. Lucky for us, I hid one at the top of an old colony ship before I got roped into the Vanguard.
How do you know it's still there?
You better hope it's there. You won't survive the dreadnought without it.
Kate's Stash. There we are. Understood, Commander. We are going to destroy them. Over and out. Gonna equip that sniper. Back to my sniper rather quickly. No, that's not it. Did see it taken out there. Enemies 12 o'clock. No more bullets.
Cade, we've got a real problem down here.
Let me guess. 4 arms, wear cloaks, smell real bad.
Not fallen. Taken.
Thought we'd have more time.
Get away a bit to regain life. stash.
How bad is it?
Taken everywhere, fighting the Fallen.
Earth's gonna look a lot like Phobos if you don't find that stealth drive. Okay, you're gonna find a vault door. There's a trick to getting through it, so let me know when you're there.
Excuse me. Let's have a look at the specs. Oh, jump. Okay.
The door's already open, Kate. We're inside.
And the flux grenades didn't detonate? I gotta get out of this tower.
So where to go? Okay. Let's see, special innocence. Use that. Okay. Definitely need another pack. go up there. Or I should say down here and try my new boots. Maybe they're more powerful than the ones I've got. No, they're weaker. So I'm not interested in that. What's this? 195 and 97. So that's weaker as well. And in here, shotgun. 2 of those were 97. Level 39 automatic rifle. Ah, that's not too bad. Let's see that pulse rifle. Does it have automatic perk as well? Or not? Okay.
What are the chances the elevator still works? We're heading up. Okay. When's the last time you rode this elevator?
Relax. It works fine. But stand by for a resurrection, Ghost.
From this height, I can pick up taken energy rates throughout the Cosmodrome. You know I was here, looking for you, when the first Fallen crews came through. It started with one skiff. A few months later, the Cosmodrome was theirs. The Taken have done it in hours. How do we find your stealth drive?
There's a bridge from the tower to the ship. Took me days to get it working. It's a little unstable, so watch your step.
Cade, someone moved the bridge, destroyed the controls.
Yeah, that's the Fallen. Probably trying to get the Taken off their backs. See if you can reroute the power.
There's still an active feed moving through those pipes overhead. Guardian, if you find the source, I can patch the circuit.
Came the wrong way.
Once you get the bridge working, my stash is in the ball on top of the colony ship.
We're still waiting for details on this plan of yours, Cade.
Yeah. Give me a second, Guardian. Alright, back in business. Hey, the bridge is already moving. I get to the top of the colony ship where I left my stash, and watch yourself on that bridge.
No, I know what the problem is. It's the perk. I can hear Taco Inquisition talking in my head. So we are going to do that again. Good job. I've done it the other night. Therefore I remembered it. No, it's not working out like that. I think it's that triple jump probably then. That'll do the best. No, that's the triple jump. Need to try from here maybe then. Triple jump relief. I think that was the one that worked with us. Triple jump maybe then. Don't know. I remember struggling with that when I played it as Hunter as well. Yeah, that's
Any advice on which way to go?
Yeah, up.
Oh, where do I need to go? unfortunately literally just walked into me. Otherwise I would have lost my golden gun. And look at this, my community is dead asleep. Everyone off to Season of the Forge. And nobody watching. Actually, I have to say, after having such busy community for so many weeks, the last couple of days has been really quiet, and it makes a big difference when you stream out. You know, when you're really used to all the communication coming in and everyone coming in and talking, joining, and either in conversations or co-op or doing anything else, then having a very quiet night is eerie. And it feels different, you know. I really could tell the difference yesterday. And just hoping that all will be good and people will come in. Tower Spire. Which have I checked? So where do I have to go?
Don't look down.
I certainly will not. Firing at me now. I never thought it was another. Three of them up there. Okay. Very windy up here as well. But we are having some perks. And the perk on my cloak is Pulse Rifle Focus. So I'm getting much better focus on my Pulse Rifle, which is currently equipped, so that's good. No special ammunition. Really good. I hit them with a grenade as soon as they appeared. Really good. Oh, where's the stash? Hopefully it's in here. Going up.
What quota began, I complete. My will conquers all.
Couldn't get over that wall. The darkness consumes.
thing seemed pretty mad. Oryx must still be holding a grudge for us. You know, killing Crota.
Things won't get any easier on the Dreadnought. You find my stealth drive?
Are you sure it's still here?
It's like all things. You gotta know where to look. Enter frequency 5982, Ghost.
So we kill that Oryx, I think. And we got some perks. Let's have a look what the perks are. We have Solar Double Down. Increased agility for 5 seconds. After Solar Double Build. We have another perk on Helmet, which is Invigoration. Bonus melee energy on all kills. That's good. All the pickups. Got it wrong. And then, oh, one sniper rifle as well. That's pretty good. Hand loaded. Yep. Long view. Yeah, that's what we want. Short gaze we don't want. What tunnels do we have? No, it's old. Not as good. And then we have 186. Alright, that's looking good, so we don't want that weapon anymore. Reload. Reload.
There it is.
The best hiding places are always in plain sight. Transmat it out of there. I'll get it set up. Just do me a favor. If you find anything else I've hidden, leave it for me. There'll be treasure enough for everyone on the Dreadnought.
Oh. Select the Dreadnought super weapon, unestablished. Alright, so that's my score. And that. And that. Exactly. Close calls nil. I don't know. I wouldn't say that there were no close calls. Some close shaves there. That Oryx. More Scalamus. I got to collect all these guns. I have to start using them. Hand cannons. I just got used to my Warlock and automatic weapons. It's just not really using hand cannons as much. But we'll see.
Maintenance pending. Requesting visual confirmation.
Yep, that's the last one. Port side.
Confirmed.
Interest in tech, Cade? Isn't this Eris Morn ship?
Is it? Huh. You know, you're a true artist. Can't even see the join.
Cute. But Zavala's got sign-off on all launches. Need a log while I'm letting it go.
Stargazing tour? Okay. How about an unsanctioned op using modified stealth tech to infiltrate a dreadnought above Saturn's rings so we can knock out its weapons, create a transmat zone, and send in the cavalry?
How about test flight? It'll be waiting for you when you're ready.
Me? Oh, I'm not flying that thing.
So what's the next mission going to be? We'll have to go to Dreadnought by the looks of it. Very good cutscene as well. Cade and Holiday. Quickly have a look at our missions. 197, 200. Okay, so that weapon actually did serve us quite well, although I have to say it has like short bursts. I prefer a longer burst. Short burst of 6, I think. Yeah, it's about 6. So you can see this weapon, Haggis test, has been recommended for Crucible, so that's pretty good. Okay, so let me think. What do? We do. Yeah, I want to see the progress. Survived the Dreadnought super weapon and established a beachhead for the Vanguard complete mission, the Dreadnought. Okay, so I'll be off to the Dreadnought. So that's good. That's all we wanted to see. And play fire with fire. Gather the essence. Okay, we got that as well. Throwing knife kills in Crucible. Okay, Dreadnought now. So Dreadnought is on Saturn. But Petra was asking us to go to Dreadnought as well, so that must be the same mission. Stand by, we are off to the Dreadnought in the rings of Saturn.
It only took one blast from the Dreadnought.
When you're through, it'll never fire again. Just don't forget to plant the transmat link so other Guardians can land. Not everybody's got stealth tech and a ship that smells like hive. Good luck, Guardian.
Activating stealth drive. I'm picking up fluctuations in the power conduit.
Oh, relax. I modified the tech myself. Probably just Saturn's radio storms running interference.
It's malfunctioning.
Did you break my stealth drive?
You think they can see us?
I think they can see us!
Everything all right?
Why wouldn't we be all right? We're just stuck here with no ship and no transmat zone.
Great. Told you my stealth drive would work.
Cheeky Cade. My commander had endangered our lives. But he knew that with our resolve, we are going to get results, and indeed...
Alright. I'd like to tell you the strength of the city is behind you, but as long as that Dreadnought's still firing, we can't risk reinforcements. Head inside, see if you can find whatever's powering that weapon.
Indeed, Commander. I'll head inside and I'll find the enemy. Over and out. Bear with me, I'm just making myself a hot drink and it'll take me literally half a minute to do so I'll be back very, very shortly.
Same thing we saw right before Phobos fell apart. Might be some kind of probe. Expect trouble. The bridge across just vanished.
Give me a second. I'll check with Eris. Yeah, she says it's probably just a resonance spell, whatever that is, so just don't trust anything.
How about you let me out and I'll take a look? According to the world's grave, the hive ingests those worms, not for sustenance, but survival. Spores, moths, and worms, all things Earth's ancestors believe grew from the dead. Just a thought.
Any luck with the weapon?
We've only scratched the surface of the Dreadnought.
Hive keep vital operations deep in the core of their architecture. You're gonna have to get your hands dirty.
That energy powers the weapon. Cade, what do we do?
Okay, hold on. Eris is going on about breaking the necrotic... just shoot it.
Ah, there's a shield up. Let me take it down for you. Okay, it's down. But I'm picking up other channels to the weapon.
Find them. It won't stop firing until you shut them all down.
Weapons cycling down. Let's find another channel. Weapons down! Kate, what's our next move?
We need that transmat zone up and running. There's a massive hull breach near your position. That'll be your best bet.
Cabal ship. Skyburner's colors. Must have deployed from Phobos.
Cabal? We'll deal with them later. Secure that transmat zone.
Activating transmat link. Our ship is inbound.
Hey, Zavala. Want to know what a transmat zone on the Dreadnought looks like?
You landed a Guardian on the Dreadnought without authorization?
Oh, right. Can I have authorization?
We'll discuss it later. Guardian, take care of that tank, or the transmat zone won't matter.
I'll bring down some ammo crates from the ship. You're going to need them. I'll bring down some ammo crates from the ship. You're going to need them. I'll bring down some ammo crates from the ship. You're going to need them. I'll bring down some ammo crates from the ship. You're going to need them. I'll bring down some ammo crates from the ship. You're going to need them.
briefed us on your unorthodox mission. Your victory, no matter the method, is a Vanguard victory. You have our thanks.
Everyone loves a bad idea when it works. Now, excuse me, Guardian, I have to go have an uncomfortable conversation with Eris about her ship. Get home safe.
Played a very difficult mission, and it looks like we had completed it successfully. This tank was very hard to kill, and lots of enemies were protecting as well, so pretty good. So I'm happy with the result, although it did take me a bit of time. 44 minutes, well, it's quite a bit of time really. And let's have a look. 123 kills, 39 precision kills, that's 5, died a few times. And I died because the tank shot me. And it was literally like head on. But it looks like I've got Dreadnought Reconnaissance Vanguard Bounty, so that's very good. We are going to cash it out very shortly. We are up in here. We are going to be heading to our base. That's right, the Saturn ring, as you could see. Well, before we head to the base, very quick look at the inventory. 95, 95, 180. Well, this is all obsolete as we have better quality kit equipped. Then we have, let's see, Engram. Haki. Raskoiva, 36 magazine, so that's potentially good. Okay, Saros is out. Quagmire, probably out. Moss. Okay, we got 2 of those, so we'll take the one which is a bit more pertinent. How many shotguns have we got there? 3. 97, 97, 92. Right, out. Out. Yeah, that's all good. So off we go. Back to the tower, our destination. Oh, let's go. None of those have been unlocked as yet. It's funny because with all of them unlocked earlier than that. Now we are standby, we're going back to the base. The community today is completely quiet and I would say totally asleep. Just Mesa came here in the course of the whole session of 3 hours, and that's exceptionally quiet, has to be said. I'm just trying to think what to do with my streams and how to organize them, because during the last 10 days I've not had any morning streams, but I have to go back to them because for me it's much easier to work like that. And we'll have to reschedule and rethink a bit to have a morning session and an evening session, which is sort of ending a bit earlier than this. But I've been pushed literally forward with my hours because of all sorts of commitments, and it is to have about 5 hours per day, you know, on average, with either one session or several sessions. Some days obviously a few more hours than that, but I think 5 hours of gameplay for me per game is just solid enough and keeps me kind of focused. After 5 hours I get a bit tired, and marathon stream's definitely not for me.
Name?
He's got
Jack,
some
Jack, Jack. Done, done, done.
7 Sense is a terrific sniper. So we need to go to Master Hall. Didn't say anything. Thank you, Postmaster, most kindly. I hope you have a few more lost items and secret parcels for me next time I come back from my missions. Farewell, my friend. Going back to Master Hall, there we are.
I have some intriguing new discoveries.
Wonderful, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry to see that one go.
Takinami Ranger helmet. Cloak of Atropos. Cloak. Isaiah Scope, hello, how are you doing? Good to see you here. Asking me whether I'm on PS3. The answer is no, I'm not. I'm on PS4 presently. Presently on PS4, otherwise on all platforms. PS4, Xbox One, Xbox 360, and PC, and Android. So all platforms engaged. On Android, I've been just playing PUBG. And maybe Fortnite in the future. Maybe, we'll have to see. But I like Fortnite on PlayStation. Looks terrific on, you know, my big screen. Absolutely wonderful graphics and top notch.
Always a pleasure.
Indeed, sir. Farewell. I bid you farewell. And then we have to go to Cade. Hang on. I forgot to cash up my bounties. I think one at least. 2. Right, exploding light, get 20 grenade kills. So we are going up in reputation. And also, oh, what was this? Wormspore. Okay, got Wormspore and up in reputation, so it's looking good. So you can see when you talk to Cade. Level 39, that's wonderful. Let's take a screenshot of that. One more level and we are then fully accomplished with 40. As you know, I can't really raise the levels more than 40.
All find our way in the dark.
Unlocked.
You want to buy?
Okay, let's go to Cade.
I could use a break anyway.
Good evening, sir. I've come here to debrief you on my latest mission.
How's it feel to have the keys to a dreadnought?
It feels wonderful, sire. I have destroyed the enemy and destroyed the tank and dreadnought and all of their facilities by now have been temporarily disabled. I've run ops before, lots actually, but that was in the top view for flawless success. You are welcome. Right, so
we're gonna rip that beast wide open. But my wings are clipped. Go talk to Zavala.
We have another mission in here. Look for signs of Cade's missing friend amongst the Vexrain on Venus. Complete mission A Ranger lost. Let's see what we've got still there. No. We need to upgrade that rifle with another pack. Accurate sight, precision sight, that's better. Accurate sight. Sniper rifle. Frontier we'll be using. Okay. Actually should have been using this one. Sniper rifle, 185. We have this new sniper rifle, 7 cents, which is terrific. And Murmur fusion rifle. So we are keeping our legendary weapons in here, of course, and we'll use them once we reach certain. Actually, we can use them straight away, but we need to infuse them as well. And I think I don't have. I do have legendary marks. So this is fusion rifle, this is sidearm, and this is 7 cents. Right. Fusion rifle. See. Fuse with that shotgun. What is this now? understand it. It just didn't seem to. Must have done something wrong then. Increase its power though to 150. See this rocket launcher. Great. Butcher rocket launcher. Have a look at the perk hair trigger. Enable it. And then we have a few other ones in there as well. Okay, so that's done. We have this one as well. So another perk here, which is going to be shotgun ammunition. So that's quite good. I don't really use shotgun ammunition all that much, but never mind. We'll see what benefits it will bring us. 195 instead of the one we've got. Cloak of the Atropos. Ryla mantle will go out. 182. Wait a minute, we actually significantly dropped, so that's because, yeah, of course. 185. I shouldn't realize. It's 200. 185. It's 180. It's 197. 195, 197. So what happened? Something's taken away my light. It was about 195, wasn't it? Don't know what happened. Must have been me infusing that weapon, but just didn't seem to do it properly. It just seemed like a different way around to the usual. Don't know. That is annoying. Because I was about 195, 96 already, I think. Don't know. Okay, we wanted to have a look at our progress. So Taken King, talk to Zavala, fight fire with fire. Gather essences of darkness from Court of Oryx champions. More changing characters, you must essence of darkness. Gather the essence, fight fire. Court of Oryx.
Alright, I'll be right here. Like it or not.
Really a bit surprised with the loss of light. They must have been connected to that weapon being infused, I don't know. So I'm not sure what happened. I need to work out as to why on Hunter the infusion of weapons is different to Warlock. I need to work this out, a bit surprising. Go to the reef, need to go back there. So we go back to the reef to find out basically what needs to be done with that mission. Fight fire with fire, right? Court of Oryx champions, but where are they? Petra as well. Okay, so we'll go to Master Hives first. Collect some of the money.
You must be a hunter. Interesting choice.
So finally we collected our 5,000 glimmer. Inventory 21,100. Okay, that's good. Varric doesn't want to speak to me.
You are far from home.
Indeed I am, sir. I'm very far.
I hope we can hunt together. I'll take all the help I can get.
The Taken War Petra. The reef is prepared to offer assistance to the war effort. The Crows have identified a number of Taken champions, war machines for Oryx's Dark Army. Destroy the lieutenants that lead the assaults, and eventually their champions will be forced to respond. Their champions will, yeah. Just be sure to work quickly. Once they arrive, they will not give you long to act. So I'm trying to think whether to do that, or whether we are going to call it a day for today. I'm a bit tired, I have to say. I don't know why I've been tired much the last couple of days. Maybe we'll carry on tomorrow. The community is completely asleep. Hardly anyone had come in tonight. 2 people, and that was about it. So very, very quiet night. Not many participants, but I have to say I'm not surprised, because today is the first day of season of the can't even think. Season of the Forge, Destiny Forsaken, new development on Season Pass. So really, everybody is probably doing that, and really very exciting and excited. In fact, I want to get there as well, because it seems to be buzzing with energy. And I still have to do a lot in Destiny 2. I'm playing already my second character in Destiny 1. I'm a bit lagging behind with the latest developments on Destiny 2, but never mind. We've had some really, really good streams, and we had completed the base game already. We have lots of adventures still to complete. Right, so this was my broadcast of Destiny for tonight, and I thank you all for coming. There weren't many of you here tonight, but your participation has been greatly appreciated. Just to let you know that I did upload some screenshots of the Division and Destiny 1 to my Twitter. You can have a look, see what they're like. Some interesting screenshots, particularly of New York in the Division. And there will be more concept art from that game coming to Instagram tomorrow. And I'll upload a number of latest Destiny 1 screenshots from tonight to my Twitter, so there'll be plenty to look at. Have a look on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram and YouTube if you're interested in any of the content. As you know, Twitch is providing you with live streams and chat. Also, it is enabling you to purchase games. You can buy bits of cheers, you can contribute, donate, you can do all sorts of things at Twitter. I think the game purchase is quite good, because sometimes they're offered on good prices. On Twitter you have the main hub for all industry related news, as well as everything happening with my friends, associates, other Twitch streamers, and the gaming developers industry overall. In addition, obviously on Twitter I have a lot of my own news and announcements, inclusive of screenshots and various other achievements. And you know, you can always pop in and have a look and engage with any of those. Twitter is actually the busiest of my hubs. Lots of people come every day, and although it doesn't have that many followers, still, because it's a very, very new channel, the activity is astonishing. Facebook does provide you with a bit of encyclopedic view on some of the games I'm currently engaged with. You have some facts and figures and some pictures. Definitely provides you with a lot of food for thought. You can learn a lot about the game development from some of the postings, and any game that I'm currently either streaming or engaging with is there. Instagram has concept art, posters, and all the other niceties games related. A lot of activity as well. Twitter and Instagram are probably the busiest amongst the 5, or is it 6? amongst the 5. And you could always pop in, have a look, say hello, and grab some of those images, beautiful concept art from all the games that I've been both playing and streaming during this year. So really a lot to take on board. And YouTube is the archive of my streams, so if you want to get a clip, if you are quite interested in something that my veteran friends had said, if you want to use it as walkthrough, or indeed want to just have a look at some of the dance sequences with my characters and my fire team members, then definitely YouTube is your destination. So I'll be now going to bed, and at the end of my broadcast I will wish you all a very, very good gaming night. But as always, what we'll do is
the reef.
We are going to go to the panoramic view and we'll enjoy a bit of peace and tranquility right at the end of what was a busy evening of firefights. I wish you all a very, very good night.
Tower reporting bounty closed on Winter's Servitor. Cleared by the archives. Guardians, please report for bounties. Please respond. Resolution of Twin Shadow bounty. Incoming from Hectorian Outpost 3. Route to Amethyst. Guardians, I have been assigned to report and transmit tower bounties. Tower posting Martian retrieval mission, Freehold. Tower reporting Ishtar Outpost bounty unclaimed. Cleared by the Amethyst cover delay. I am Berg 9940. Missing package. Please repeat address. Closing relay. Palace cluster. Interference detected. Switching to new frequency. Incoming to growth chamber Bith. Tower opening Hygeia cluster bounty.
Get some guards over to the prison of elders. Make sure none of their houses still remain.
Bounty. Resolving images now. Retrieving available bounties. Xeno Protocol. Tower posting. Lunar retrieval mission. Confirm for growth chambers. Closed bounty. Unable to transmit. Unit Yala, acknowledged. Unit Bast, please respond. Communications to tower